Next up, the Chicago Bears heading into Tampa to take on my Buccaneers. And the Bears looked good last week against the Falcons, but I think the Bucs will find a way to get the win. Jameis is going to have a big day going through the air against that pretty bad Bears secondary. Bucs get the win over the Bears.
Bucs have been stuck inside during Hurricane Irma. They are ready to unleash the lion, the tiger inside them, and they're going to beat the Bears by 2 touchdowns.
Next up, the Miami Dolphins heading into Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Superchargers, and I will be taking the Miami Dolphins in an upset. I think the Dolphins, Jay Cutler's going to have a nice game. He's got some good receivers. Shay Ajayi's going to go nuts. Dolphins for the upset against the Chargers.
I do think the Dolphins are a good team, but I think when teams travel east to west, they normally have a hard time. I think the Chargers are going to win this one at home.
Next up, the New York Jets head into Oakland to take on the Raiders. I'm taking the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr looked very good again last week. Just throw the ball to Michael Crabtree. I'm begging you. I need some fantasy points from Michael Crabtree this week. Give me the Raiders over the Jets and that very bad Jets defense.
That was shameless. So the Jets, to me, are one of the bottom 5 teams in the league. Oakland's one of the top 10 teams. Oakland wins this game easily.
Next up, the Dallas Cowboys heading in to Mile High Stadium in Sports Authority Field to take on the Denver Broncos. I'll be taking the Denver Broncos and that red-hot Bronco defense to get the win over the Cowboys. It's going to be a tough game for the Cowboys, and the Broncos get the win over the Cowboys.
I don't think the Broncos are that good. I think they've got a good defense. Their offense, though, struggles at times. I think Dallas will outscore Denver in this one and win this ballgame on the road.
I'm actually going to change. Dallas does
Can't do that.
Yeah, whatever. Dallas has a good offense. I thought it over. Dallas has a great offense. Zeke, Dez, Witten, Prescott, Cowboys get the win. Next up, the Washington Redskins heading into LA to take on the Rams. And I think the Rams are going to get another win here. Jared Goff looked good last week. Todd Gurley, Cooper Kupp. This Charger team gets the win over the Redskins in LA this weekend.
Did you say Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, he had a nice week last week for the Rams.
It's a strange name.
Yeah.
Even with that name,
Yeah.
the Rams get this win. The Redskins are not that good, and the Rams are improved. I like the Rams in this one.
Next up, the San Francisco 49ers head into Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks, who struggled last week. Russell Wilson did not throw 1 touchdown, but I think that changes this week. I like Russell Wilson to go nuts against his Niner defense. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks get the win over the Niners.
I think Seattle win this game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think Seattle's offense is very good. Their offensive line is terrible. I think Seattle still gets a win.
Next up, the Green Bay Packers heading into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. The debut of the new stadium in Atlanta, rematch of the NFC Championship game. I'm going to think it's going to go the same way here. The Atlanta Falcons get the win over the Packers. Opening of the new stadium, Matt Ryan's going to go nuts against a pretty bad secondary. I think Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Devontae Parker, Devontae Freeman, and Tevin Coleman are the reason Falcons get the win over the Pack.
I'm going to go a different way this way. I think the Packers are going to win on the road. I think the Packers showed improved defense last week against the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Atlanta Falcons offense is taking a step back without Kyle Shanahan, and I think the Packers are going to go on the road and win this one.
Yeah, this is probably the toughest game to pick this week, in my opinion, Packers and Falcons. Next up, on Monday night, it will be the Detroit Lions coming off a comeback victory over the Cardinals, and they'll be heading into MetLife Stadium to take on Eli Manning and possibly Odell Beckham and the New York Giants. I'm going to predict that Odell plays, and the Giants get the win over the Lions at MetLife Stadium. Giants get to 1-1 for Coach Ben McAdoo, and the Giants get the win over the Lions.
It's a tough one to pick because I don't think the Giants are very good, but they are at home. I'm actually going to take the Lions on the road in this game. I don't think Odell Beckham will play, and I think the Lions will win in a really, really close one.
And that will do it for Scott. Oh, one more thing. Triple G and Canelo. Who do you think's going to win it?
I'm taking Triple G.
I'll go to the other side and take Canelo because neither one of us know about boxing that much. So we'll just go the opposite ways here. Thank you for joining us today on Scott's Weekend Sports. And I will see you guys next week right here on Scott's Weekend Sports for read number 20. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a nice comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll be seeing you guys right here next week on Scott's Weekend Sports, right here on YouTube. Stay safe with Florida. Houston, we're praying for you. Have a great week, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys right back here on Scott's Weekend Sports next week. See you later, guys.
See you guys.